arrived at your destination.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the 300K drift van. Today we are using a 1965 Ford Transit van. Found this one clearly at a junkyard, and we are about to find out just how well she does. As far as upgrades go, we're not going to get overly too in-depth about it. I used the 1.6 liter turbo rally motor. We swapped the drivetrain to make it all-wheel drive. I prefer all-wheel drive myself. Removed all the bumpers off of the van. Tires, we are using a stock tire, just widening it. I prefer using stock. I find it's got the least amount of grip to it. Put 16-inch rims on it and extended the tires all the way out to the side as far as it could go. Everything else has basically been upgraded to the max, including the transmission, even though it puts it back a little bit. Also, wanted to make sure that we use the drift suspension on it. This will help with our tuning in the end to get ourselves over that 300K threshold. And again, the engine is all fully done. So this tune is basically just the base of what I do. I kind of build every vehicle off of a base tune and tune it all individually for each vehicle themselves. The alignment is fairly straightforward off of every one that I do. I usually kind of start at the same level, but I always end up adjusting the rears more than the fronts. For the anti-roll bars, I usually keep the same upon every vehicle. The springs are roughly around the same, but again, you got to alter them per vehicle. I build a drift tune for each individual drift car that I build. This is just kind of a starting one, which I do also have it saved in here for you guys to see. So I have this one uploaded as well, so you can easily come and grab it if you're wanting to try out the tune for yourself. I have it named 300K Drift Van. It's under the 1965 Ford Transit van. Alright, let's get this van tested. Let's see what we can get out of this thing. And I'm pretty stoked to actually do this. This is the first real drift van that I've actually built. I figure let's do the 65 Transit van. I'm all about having hilarious drift vehicles and drift vehicles that you wouldn't normally use to get a lot of points with. I mean, I'll be impressed if I can get close to 400,000 with this, but it handles so well it's not even funny. Like, it's, you're not going very fast in third gear, but just the handling alone, I actually quite enjoy this build. I figure a lot more tweaks, I might be able to get this thing in competition here with the Viper that I've been using. It might also help that it's winter. It's been a while since I've actually drifted in the winter. Kind of been avoiding this entire week, but we're going to embrace it now. I'm already at 150K. It's just, you gotta take a sign out every now and then, am I right? Just the control of it, and no rewind action having to happen here. And I like the all-wheel drive, especially for coming up the hill. I find if you're just using a rear wheel, you don't get the power and you're fighting it, so your scores are a lot lower if you're trying to make it up the hill. Where with all-wheel drive, for the most part, my scores are fairly close to each other. And this is just kind of a base build. It's easy to tweak from here. This is kind of what I enjoy doing. Of course, got the guy behind me just laughing at the van. This is... We're on that last bend now. Let's try and get it. We're getting close. I'd hate to be disappointed to not get it now. And there we are, 303,000. Not bad for a first attempt with this van. That's it for today, guys. If you're interested in seeing more drift builds, including a wheel spin drift car, where I take a car from a wheel spin and turn it into a drift vehicle, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future for a drift vehicle. More points if it's hilarious. Till then, hoodle out.